Hi everybody, today we're going to explain win and lose negotiation. So my group, Carol Alfonso, Michael Jimenez, Sofia Cristiano and me, Catherine Suarez. Well, we're going to start to explain the win and lose negotiation. Well, win and lose is a negotiation model for organization where only one party experiences the outcome as positive. Well, in addition to win and lose negotiation model, many other negotiation models have been created, including the win-win on negotiation model and the rat pack model. So, depending on the situation, different models are used. Okay, a simple example of a win and loss negotiation is a situation in which certain quantity of resources must be distributed, resulting in a win and loss situation. Well, one part wins whereas the other loses. Unless measures are taken in a business environment, this often results in a permanently damaged relationship. Although the win and loss negotiation is not the most well known for of negotiation. It is easily the most common. With the win and loss negotiation model, individuals will often take on an opposable position in negotiations, such as placing too many demands on the other party, resulting in a bitter dispute. In this situation, both parties will try to win without taking in account the outcome for the other. Both parties may have entered into negotiations with a desired goal and certain point at which they will give up in mind. The second part is distributed negotiations. So, a negotiation model is used where something is shared or exchanged. Distributed negotiations often feature a scenario in which two or more parties try to share or exchange a fixed number of resources. A party will enter negotiations with either the same or different interests. These negotiations will then end up with a winner and loser. The winner gets whatever he or she claims or more, and the loser gets less or nothing. It's simple. The goal is therefore for one party to win as much as possible. Distribute negotiation or the win or lose negotiation models are also widely used in daily life. So, especially when selling products that don't have fixed price, for example, in the Western world, this often limited in a local market, but in the New Delhi, for example, a large number of products has not fixed price, allowing plenty of room for negotiation. Next is win and lose a negotiation step by step. Well, it's a plan. Distributed negotiations often take place when limited resources are available. Common situations in this approach is used include the purchase of a house, a second-hand car, or when asking for a raise. Negotiation skills can be acquired. Many people have intuitive negotiation strategies, and others are good at learning and implementing effective negotiation techniques. So later in this part, we'll focus on the various character traits that are desired in situations in which the win and lose negotiation model is used. However, we will first address the various steps within an win and lose negotiation. Each of the steps will be in detail. Okay, the next steps are define the limits, gather information, make an opening bid, concession, and close the deal. My partners will be explained in detail, step by step, that I mentioned before.
Okay, define limit regarding the win-loss negotiation, the situation. Every party in a negotiation situation must clearly define that the order she wants to leave the negotiation table. An example is an employee who asks for a raise during an assessment interview. Okay, and the second, gather information prior to a negotiation. It is with to obtain information about this purpose, and the other part of resistance as long as information is a label. For example, the employee negotiating this new salary can use information about this productivity on important result to strengthen this position. For make an opening bid is make a bid or demand the attitude with which the opening bid is made is very important. The employer and now his word core comfortably um, and here with his manager during the interview. Thank you.
Guys, for concessions, when you start negotiating, the characteristic of the win and lose negotiation model is that one party wins and the other party loses. In practice, this means that the one party makes an excessive initial offer and subsequently cannot counter the other party. The employer can then accept or reject it. 5. Close the deal. There are various tactics for closing a deal. One example is the assume the clause method. In this method, one party pretends that the deal has already been closed, even though this is not yet the case. This is done in the hope that the other party agrees and will stop negotiating. In addition, a last surprise may also be used as bait for closing a deal. This tactic is often used in the win-loss negotiation model. By the way, a skilled negotiator has several character traits in sales and retail in particular. For example, understand the negotiation process. Effective negotiators recognize that negotiation can be a complex process and it's not just about discussing and sharing terms. Thank you.
Well, good morning. I'm going to talk about the win-lose negotiation and the focus that it has on winning. So, a win-lose negotiation means that one party aims to win as much as possible, um, because a win-win negotiation is often more desirable. Very few books have been written on win-lose strategies. The sense of this style is that one party yields as little as possible. One important thing is the patience, because it's a quality that is actually more situated to win-win models of negotiation. Also, in win-lose negotiation, people will look to quickly close the deal with as much profit as possible. Patience and tact are often more effective in other negotiation situations. In the later situations, negotiators will not rush to reach an agreement instead. They will take their time to evaluate different options. After all, the goal is for both parties to benefit. The American Massachusetts Institute of Technology also describes several qualities that every good negotiator should possess. And those are number one, planning skills. Number two, knowledge about the subject. Number three, ability to think quickly and clearly under pressure and uncertainty. Number four, ability to effectively communicate thoughts verbally. And number five, listening skills. Number six, persuasiveness. Number seven, decisiveness. And number eight, awareness about the other party. One example that I'm going to explain you is about well, a couple is planning to eat. The woman has a freeze, and and the man has a burger. So in one moment, the lady decided to that she doesn't want that freeze. Instead, she wants the burger of her boyfriend. She tried to convince him, saying that if he don't let them the burger, it means that he doesn't love her. So in that moment, he decided to take the burger and just eat it. But after that, um, the girl realized that it was a bad option, was so cruel, for example, and she started to feel bad, to feel sad, and and she thought that was no the option to try to convince each other for something that you want.
This is the first example. I read the cartoon, then I explained. Okay? The girl says, Mom, there is a big game tonight and I need to take the card. And the mom says, I'm sorry, Mariana, but I need to get groceries. Your friends can pick you up. The girl says, but mom, my friends always have to pick me up. It's embarrassing. The mom says, listen, you have been complaining about not having any snacks in the house. This is the only time I can go to the grocery store. I'm sorry. Yes, if you were sorry, you'd let me take the card. You are so unfair. You don't even care about me having friends. The mom says, look, fine, go ahead. Take the card, but don't come in winning to me when there's nothing to eat after school tomorrow, okay? Well, this is explained about win and lose in this cartoon. The girl negotiates with her mother to use the card. Apparently, she wins by taking the card. But she isn't the one who loses because the next day she will not have food to take to her school. And the mother already wins that does not go out to buy the groceries. It's simple. Well, this is the example.
Win loss. On side of the negotiation profits of the other's expense, and side of the negotiation comes out ahead. In this example of boxing, there must always be a winner and loss. There cannot be two winners. The idea of baiting the other.
In this dialogue, you can see win and lose. It'll give you 3,200. It's worth 4,700. It'll take 4,400. It'll give you 3,500 in cash right now. Okay, I really don't want to pay that insurance premium. I should have held out for more. Score, I have 200 plus my bonus left over. The situation of this image is in a sale of a car. The seller from the beginning gives a price to the customer, but he refuses to pay that amount. Then the customer makes an offer in cash and she accepts. Then he realizes that the car has no insurance and should give the seller 200. Tip. The winner was the seller because he sold the car with tip and commission, and the loser was the customer because he bought everything and if give more money.
Hello darling, how are you? Do you like your chips?
Yes, very much thank you. With burgers I would like it even more.
Do you want to tell me that you would like to have my burger?
Well, you read my mind darling.
But I feel so hungry. Please, don't take my burger.
So you tell me that you don't want to give me that burger? Oh, so you don't love me enough.
Well, no, then just take it.
Now, I feel guilty. I don't want to take it.
Okay, then just eat. Bon appetit.
Okay, then let's eat.
So the win-lose example is when the two parts of the negotiation are in disagree with the treat that they want to um, to look for, and in this case, the man was the person who won, and the lady was the person who lost.